Welcome to the Real Estate Real Success Spotlight Series. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce Harp Khela, the top producer by production in 2022 and 2023 out of 135,000 network members in Century 21 worldwide. Harp began his real estate journey with Century 21 Coastal Realty back in 2007. Over the years, he's built a remarkable career through off-market deals and a strong repeat referral business. Join us as Harp shares his invaluable advice to achieving business success. So, Harp, you have been number one in the world how many years now?
Twice, 2 years in a row.
Okay. What was your reaction the time you heard it the first time when you heard number one in the world? What did you think?
Oh, I was surprised. I was very surprised. It's one thing winning in Canada, and it's one thing winning in the world. It's very exciting.
What about when you did it a second time?
The second time, there's obviously pressure on you once you've won once. I tried to keep no expectations, just so I'm not sitting on the edge of my seat the whole time. So when I got that call, it was quite exciting.
What do you attribute your success to? Why do you think you've been able to do it twice? What is going so well for you?
I think it's just having a good team around me, and that's a good team in the office. That's a good team of professionals around me. It's a good team at home. My wife, my family, a support system, and then a good support system of professionals around me that are, you always need good people that bouncing ideas around, bouncing clients back to you. And so it's just a good team of people around me, I think, is what's creating it.
Is it now your strategy to be number one for a third year in a row, or are you just seeing how it goes?
And obviously I'd love to win again, but I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working hard, and hopefully we achieve it again. Yeah.
Fair enough. How has this year been? Because we've heard a lot of stuff in the market being like, it's been a rough year, Q3, Q4 were really slow, but then the spring market got busier. I know you've had a couple of big deals. What are you seeing in the market, both in Vancouver and when you zoom out even a little bit more in Canada?
I mean, it's no question these interest rates aren't helping. There's a lot of pressure on clients. There's a lot of pressure on lenders, banks, everyone. So it's creating this atmosphere of pressure. That said, that also causes people to be in positions to sell when they normally wouldn't. There's a smaller buyer pool out there, I'd say, but it's a very serious buyer pool. So the larger groups seem to be interested still in the market to invest here. It's just all come down to what the cost of the product is and if they can purchase it for the right price with the right terms.
Do you find yourself having to work harder or just smarter?
I'd say it's probably smarter. Harder doesn't really, get you anywhere, but it's working smarter with the right people, I think, and putting your time towards where it's actually needed to close deals and with the right groups.
What do you foresee happening through the rest of the spring market and into the summer and fall? There are some ideas that maybe interest rates are going to come down, but what do you see happening from your buyers and your sellers about their urgency?
Interest rates, even if they start coming down, it's going to take time for the actual pressure to come down. Like the interest rate could drop by a quarter or half a point. I think that will help general and retail sales. But on a developer level, that won't drive down the cost substantially enough to make a difference. I think it'll take some time for those interest rates to trickle down. So the groups in the market today that are looking to purchase, I think they're forecasting much longer term than this summer or the end of the year. So those groups that are in the market to buy, they will buy regardless of the interest rate, coming down or not.
When you're working with clients, how do you generate your business? Is it through a marketing strategy? Is it through community events? Is it through referrals? How do you generate your business and what is your marketing strategy?
It's 100% through referrals. So the majority of what I sell is off market, and it's a lot of land. So generally, I'm trying to service my current clients and grow with them. And if there's referrals coming through them with other developers, that's our new clients for the year, and we keep working with them and servicing them.
What tools do you use to grow your business?
The right way I think to gain a new client or to keep our clients is to show them progress of what you can do for them and create value, and show that value up front, so we don't get hung up over deal size or timelines, etc. It's just trying to show them value up front, and when the value's there, the new client or the old client will stick with you, to the end.
That might be your advice, but what would you tell a new agent? Is it just provide value?
Oh, for sure. It's all value. Whether you're a new agent or not, as long as you're educated on the market and you can provide value, that's what everyone's looking for. Whether it's a seller, looking to exit out of what they have and sell for the right price or the right term. Sometimes it's not always price. And whether it's for a buyer, just knowing the market that they should be in and provide them the value of why and where they should be. It's very valued by the customer, and it's priceless.
Your career is something that a lot of real estate agents strive for. They look up to people with your levels of success. What do you think makes you stand out, and what has made you, is there anything that you can look back on that made you such a success?
I think, some realtors go the angle of the flash. I think my goal is the complete opposite, to try to just stay under the radar to a certain point and go after the properties that typically aren't available to the market. So I think finding those relationships to find those deals for your clients. I think that's what I would attribute what my success has been towards.
What do you love about your job?
Everything. You know what? I think the best part about the job is connecting with people and working, being able to choose who you work with, and creating relationships with your client, and being able to work through the ups and downs with them and grow with them. I think that's the best part about the job.
Do you set goals for yourself each year?
Usually it's the goal's been easy to set. It's to try to beat the previous year. That's typically my goal, and I strive to do that every year.
Or do you think you'll do it this year?
That's the plan.
Okay, great. What else?
And nothing in particular. I think the biggest thing is, if I could give any advice to any realtor in Century 21, it would be to always add value and just find a good team around you. And a team doesn't have to be your staff or your your realty team, but it's just good people and good professionals, lawyers, accountants around you that can support you, and then that you can support back. I think that's crucial and isn't talked about often. But it's crucial to have those good team of professionals around you that you can refer and advise your clients appropriately.
What made you choose Century 21?
It's funny. I walked into Century 21. It was a referral through another agent I knew at Century 21, and at the time, I thought they were interviewing me, and I wasn't supposed to be interviewing them. So I thought it went quite well. I didn't realize I should have asked more questions, but I knew someone at Century 21, and that's what led me to our office, and it's been phenomenal. I've been at the same office ever since I signed up in December 2007. And they've been a great brokerage to be at, and have been very supportive throughout the years.
That leads me to another question. When you're an independent entrepreneur like that and you're signing up with a brokerage, who is interviewing each other, and what makes that relationship between you and the brokerage a success?
from what I remember when I had my interview, it was with the current one of the owners of the brokerage and managing broker at the time. And that's, I believe, how it's done today as well. The managing broker meets with the new agents. I think the biggest value everyone's looking for is what support they can give, and where the brokerage can assist them in on education and learning more. You know, you don't learn how to be a broker by getting licensed. You learn how to be a broker from your brokerage or the education you get through the market after that. So I think the brokerage being able to offer all of that support, that's what's invaluable to a new agent.
Right. Thank you.